All right, let's. Your favorite show is back on the air. We're back at you, baby. Welcome to the next edition of the Fake Football Analyst. I'm your boy Hollywood Rashad McCann with my guy, literally pulling a double right now, pulling a double. Coming in from where he's working at. My guy Hollywood Cass is in the building. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But how you doing tonight, man?
Oh, I'm tired, man. I'm tired of this Giants losing, that's for sure.
Well, listen,
Like,
we both had a tough week one, to say the least. So that's that. But we're here still. To make us feel better, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe button, and follow us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter as well, at Fake Football Analyst. And underscore fake analyst on Twitter. So on X, excuse me. But yeah, just make sure that you do all that, because anything that makes us feel better is more subscribers and more listeners, because our teams are not giving that to us. But yeah, let's get right into it. So week one happened. Not going to get into every game because every game wasn't noteworthy, but the game I'm going to lead with, I had to talk about this because I said it on here. I said it on the other platform on, which is NTP. And I said that Miami would be lucky to win 6 games. So it's just like, man, Colts stunned the Dolphins, man. They won 33-8. So before I give my soliloquy here, my synopsis, the floor is yours, sir. What were your thoughts on that game?
that Miami has no secondary. It looked like Alec Pierce was catching 15-yarders. You had Jonathan Taylor doing whatever he wanted, going up to the next level. You had Michael Pittman actually looking like a number one receiver, which he is on most teams. But this one, it felt like it was more Josh Downs. Like Daniel Jones looked like Dan Marino out there, and every Giant fan's freaking out about him. Like, listen, he's not going to get a defense like Miami the rest of the year. I promise you, those receivers are not going to be as open as you think it is, because I've seen it in New York when it's really good teams. This is what happens with his eyes. He's really bugged out. Like, this is an anomaly, so I'm not worried about that. But as far as Miami, we might have to bring back clean your desk, because Mike McDaniel, I do it too. If you ever watched the Hard Knocks with Miami, that guy is so uninspiring. I don't know how he became a head coach. Like, there's no fire in him. He's just as bad as Luke Gannon in Arizona.
So he got a job because he's a part of the coaching tree.
I forgot. It's Sean McVay's turn.
Yeah, there's no secret. It's no secret that why he got that, right? And once again, it looked innovative for a year and a half, maybe 2 seasons. But when you have that type of offense, right, it usually doesn't translate well to the NFL. Once again, they're running college type offenses with guys that aren't all 21 or 22. So at some point, you have to change up the pace. And yeah, I mean, obviously it goes back to conditioning. It goes back to being healthy. And obviously their key players, haven't been healthy when it's mattered most. So it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough down there. Once again, whenever you make Daniel Jones look like Andrew Luck out there, like it's tough, man. It's tough. But like I said, I'm telling people, y'all can say a dead clock is right twice today. That's fine. You can make all the jokes. You can say all that. But I'm telling y'all, I don't see a path that they win more than 6 games. I really don't.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Yeah, it's once again, Tua was 14-23, like a buck 13, I think, in a touchdown or 2 picks. Like, dude, like, and once again, this goes back to what we talked about. When have we seen an Alabama quarterback dominate for real in the NFL? Dominate.
Exactly.
I'll wait. Because y'all can listen on YouTube. Listen, we're gonna get back to the other stuff in a minute. But it just doesn't happen. So, and now there's rumblings about them losing their one of their best playmakers, Tyreek Hill to Pittsburgh. So, do you think that's a thing that can happen?
I mean, we saw it last year. I'm surprised they didn't trade him already. He was already checked out. They didn't give him the captain role. He went for the money. There's you don't leave the Chiefs unless you want the bag. He could have had 3 more rings with them. Mm-hmm. So he was hot. He was praising Tua. That was better than Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, listen, that was the ultimate high statement. Like he was high, drunk, whatever word you want to use. Like there's no planet, universe, moon, stars, whatever word you want to use. There's no place where he's better than Pat Mahomes. Yeah. None. Like none at all. Like there's no way. Might come from a better culture when it comes to food, but that's about it. It stops there. Like, it's wild. But, to speak about the team that Tyreek could go to and being in Pittsburgh, what a game that was. Still came out on top 34-32. So just what were your thoughts on that game as that game unfolded? Because I was blown away that it got that high. But
Mike Tomlin is the real quarterback guru. And you can say, oh, what about Kyle Shanahan? What about Brian Daboll? What about Kevin O'Connell? Yeah, has these guys ever had? We had was it Duck Hodges, his nickname, Mason Rudolph, Justin Fields, old Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Kenny Pickett, and he doesn't lose games. Or should I say he doesn't go under 500. He's had quarterbacks like that if you put him on any other team, I guarantee they're losing 14 games. Like he is a quarterback guru. Now he can't win in the playoffs, but he can take any quarterback. Oh, Mitchell Trubisky, forgot about Mitchell, and bring them to the playoffs or have above 500 records. So I didn't understand the Aaron Rodgers thing where he was saying that basically they gave up on him when they gave him everything in New York. Like Al Mazar was a healthy scratch. That's another Aaron Rodgers guy. So that was I do like what happened after the game. They signed Jabril Peppers. That's going to be huge for that secondary. He's a thumper.
Agreed.
And on the Jets side, it looked like Breece Hall is definitely looking for a new team. He's showing off, which is good. Love that he's producing.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields, I think if he gets another receiver, because they just cut Xavier Gibson because he had that fumble near what was like the 15. I think if he gets another receiver to help out Chris Olave, he did throw to him. To Garrett Wilson, I think this is going to be a pretty sustainable offense. He looked really good with this team. Like his legs were moving.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely played better than I thought. But yeah, that's the best Aaron Rodgers looked in years, and it's amazing. I mean, granted, I think they still have some offensive line problems, obviously, but I think that they looked good when it mattered on Sunday, and we'll see what happens. But
do you think DK is going to sustain what he did in week 1? Because that's a big thing out there. Is that he has Rodgers, so he's going to get like the Garrett Wilson treatment where he's not going to get as much yards or thrown to because Aaron Rodgers is so old. He's going to stay in the pocket. Like, do you think DK is going to have a breakout with Rodgers, or is it just going to be just a regular to us is regular, but 800-yard season or anything like that?
I mean, if he has 800 yards, they may miss the playoffs. I think that he needs to be a Mike Evans type of receiver. To me, he's in that mode. He's more explosive than Mike Evans, right? To me, you should be that should be the goal right now. Like, turn into that guy so you could be in the league for 10 and 12 years. Turn into that guy. Because if you do, you're a Hall of Famer, right? Ironically, I think that's the guy that Dallas should have went after, not Pickens. Should have went after DK Metcalf because him and CD, and the words of Gus Johnson, watch out. Watch out. So
well, they don't want to buy. They don't want to pay for really good players. They want to pay for people like Deron Bland who are okay players.
I mean, Kenny Clark's on a scrub, but neither is Deron Bland. It's just not Michael Parsons. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say that those guys are trash because they're not. Like if they were signing like, I'm trying to think of someone that was bad with the Patriots or Giants.
Leonard Williams.
Yeah, someone like that, right? Like if you sign someone like that, bringing them in, it's like, yo, like they're not worth that money. But Deron Bland led the league in picks just a couple of seasons ago. They were calling him Mr. Pick Six, literally.
I mean, Diggs did the same thing, but he gets beat in coverage.
Well, that's because he gambles. He gambles a lot. He's a gambler. Him and my guy. We just talked about in the Jets. Gardner. They gamble.
That's true.
That's why they get burnt sometimes. But more times than not, they get the job done. But Jalen Ramsey got the job done. Like my guy Big Daddy Kane. That is a textbook hit. It wasn't dirty. Nope. It wasn't it wasn't Bush League. It was a timely hit. And who says that cornerbacks can't hit, huh? Who says that cornerbacks can't hit? Because I was like, wow, that was a well-timed tackle. And that's how you make an impact on your new team. But sticking with the AFC, speaking of impact, wow. All I can say is wow. Like I was starting to fall asleep when it was 40-25 because remember it's crazy because what I said literally was unfolding. I said, what did I say? I said, I think Baltimore goes in there and beats the brakes off them. He was like, oh, I don't really know. I'm like, no. I said, I felt that. And they was giving. I said, I can't wait to come back to gloat about this on our next show. And as I'm sitting there, I'm saying my prayers, brother. I'm saying my prayers. I'm winding down for the night. I hear touchdown Buffalo. I'm like, okay, all right, had to make it interesting. Touchdown Buffalo. And then I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, yo, they're about to lose this game. And they did. And I'm just like, I don't know how much more I can defend a Lamar Jackson-led team.
It's facts.
Like, and I said this on MTP, and I was like, I thought about you when I said this, so I'm gonna say it on here too, just to give you a chance to respond. Lamar Jackson feels like 2018 Harden, where the numbers is crazy because Harden was unreal in his prime. He was doing something no one in the league was doing. But just when it was gut check time, he fizzled out like some soda. So I want you to have that chance to respond because I figured that when I made that statement the other night, I said, well, if there's anyone that's going to have a rebuttal to that, it's someone who watched them closely for 8 seasons in Houston.
The only thing I'll say with it is that I don't see Lamar giving up as much as James Harden has in the playoffs. But I do agree, regular season, it's like, oh my God, these stats are amazing. You could say it like with James Harden, he had that 1 month where he averaged 60, 12, and I think 8. And then you have Lamar where it's like, oh my God, he's leading the league in rushing and he passes Michael Vick for the most all time and this and that. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to the big moments, you rise to the occasion, nothing. The only thing I'll give him is that it didn't look like Mark Andrews caught any passes in Buffalo. So I guess that was a good thing. But yeah, how many times are you going to give this guy all these weapons? It doesn't going to happen. And Derrick Henry, whoa, he was having a game, man. He was slicing and dicing. And if you wonder why he's like that, watch his Instagrams. He literally does beach drills and hill drills that keep him so agile. Hall of Famer, get him the bus right now. Look at his stats. It's freaking unreal.
It keeps him. Well, the reason why I had to yawn because, and once again, I love Henry. I love the running back position. I think it's still very much needed. You can say that he cost him the game.
Oh,
And,
he
and,
absolutely did with that
and,
fumble. You don't see a fumble from Derrick Henry very
yeah,
often.
Ed Oliver comes in, does his own version of the peanut helmet punch, and
Boom.
knocks it out of there. And I was like, wow. And
I
I'm just
couldn't
like,
believe it.
that's unbelievable. But yeah, like he's still a home run hitter at 31. Like we haven't seen this as Adrian Peterson.
But remember too, he really didn't play for the first 3 seasons. Then he became the starter. So he still has a lot of mileage. He's almost like an Aaron Rodgers. When he sat for 3 years, he came in, just starts dominating for those 10, 12-year stretch, and then now he's starting to slow down. I don't think Henry's going to slow down anytime soon.
That's
but
when I think about that, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
To think that type of talent was on the bench and you was just like, we'll play him situationally. Really? Situational awareness. Like, what? Like that's unbelievable. But yeah, man, like it was tough. It was tough. I just, to me, it's unbelievable what had happened there. But it's all good.
I believe Josh Allen threw for 252 yards or something like that in the third, fourth quarter alone, which you don't really see often either. He was going off.
Crazy numbers. I know people were looking to get on him as well, and rightfully so. But dude was just out there going crazy. So, it's wild though. Wild to me. Real wild.
It just shows what a Sean McDermott, I want to say experienced team does. The only thing they can't do is beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. That's they can beat everybody else. They just can't beat Pat Mahomes. And they do stuff like this. And this is why I don't blame Lamar Jackson. He put up 40 points. How much more do you want to do? It was Jair Alexander didn't do anything. Kyle Hamilton has moments, but that defense collapsed hardcore.
Right. Well, speaking of defense, take it to the NFC. Micah Parsons came in there. Didn't play the first series or two, which I thought that was weird, but I was just like, he looked very, very healthy.
I'm glad he's in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's in Green Bay.
But I keep saying this, and you know where I'm going with this. It is amazing. It is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing how healthy guys look once they leave a team. Oh, he needs epidural. Oh, his back is this. Oh, this is lingering. Oh, that's lingering. The way he chased down Jared Goff was like me running the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
like it was unbelievable. So it's like, dude, like he went to work, and I love it. I love it. I love to see him go to work, and so that was great. But yeah,
I love that Jordan Love. He doesn't have much of top receivers like Christian Watson hurt, even though he signed a 1-year extension for $13 million. Crazy. Guy's never on the field. That's what you always say. Your best ability is your availability, and he's never available. But the fact that he had a rookie first rounder, Golden, he had double padded helmet, Romeo Dobbs, Wicks, Tucker Kraft. I mean, he was. He wasn't slicing and dicing, but he was, getting the job done against a fairly good Lions team who won 15 games last year. So you gotta give him some props on that. And the fact that Josh Jacobs has, I think, 9 games now with a touchdown, the fact he's grounding and pounding for that team, and the way that LaFleur is orchestrating with what he has is amazing on this Lions team. I don't care that Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn left. It's the same squad. There's only one guy, which I believe is not Zach Zenner. It was one of the linemen that was important for them retired after 8 years. But other than that, everybody's on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I didn't think that they would look that bad. But once again, Green Bay is still Green Bay, and that's just how it goes. Um, so Giant topic was good. So what's going on, man? Is that who's Giant topic? You know who that is? Giant topic.
yep, that is Chris. So check him out on the Giant topic. If any
What's
Giant
up,
fans
man? What's
out
good?
there,
Chris, the one that Chris CP, Chris, that Chris, another kid,
another
oh,
Chris,
the kid.
another
Okay,
Chris,
okay.
but a very good content creator, and he also has another podcast. I'll put it in the comments after this. I forgot because it's brand new, but it's football and basketball, and they have one episode out already. So it's
Oh,
pretty cool.
dope. Yeah, no, yeah, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Yeah, like I listen, but Green Bay is about to run through that division. It looks like, so it seems, if they stay healthy. Jordan Love did have a pedestrian performance, so I don't want to make it seem like he was all world because he wasn't.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's all world, but the fact that he has what he had on Sunday and still dismantle the Lions defense was pretty good.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, this was a honorable mention. I just thought about this, and then we can move on to week 2. Man, what a fourth quarter for JJ McCarthy, huh?
He's been. I saw a tweet. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's college too. But I guess he's 16-0 since he last lost in, I believe, the second round of the BCS playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, but once again, that matters. Once again, when you've been around winning football, it matters. That matters. So what do I? So what do we think? So I'm a Jordan Love supporter. Like I said, but I feel like he had a pedestrian performance on Sunday. So if I'm a rock with him, I have to also give critique when I can. I think he could be a lot better. But he fits the bill for me. Like, I think that he's a really good quarterback. But I think that if they're going to go places, he has to be in that top 7-8 range. I think he has top 5 talent, but just because you have top 5 talent doesn't mean that you can be, that guy when you need it the most. So, because there's been plenty of other guys that were talented before him that, kind of faded off into the sunset. So he has to make sure that he, doesn't become one of those guys.
Yeah, and I think he's great in the LaFleur system, and anybody that can beat the Cowboys in the playoffs, I'm cool with. Keep the streak alive.
Right. So yeah, well, let's get into Thursday night football. So as we record this on a Wednesday night, so Thursday night we finally get a good game on Thursday, right? So we're gonna stick with the Packers here because they're the team that's hosting the NFC runners up in Washington. So just thoughts on this game and who brings it home.
I'm going Packers on this one. Don't let it fool you that Jaden Daniels threw 21 on us. He should have put up 35. So the fact that he was inconsistent against our pass rush, and I'm not saying our pass rush is bad, it's good, but the fact that you have Micah Parsons now in the Packers who knows how to play the Commanders, you also have a defense who looked like they were a top 5 in the league in Washington, and they're really not. We made them into a top 5 in week 1. I think Micah Parsons is going to have 2 sacks on Jaden Daniels. Deebo Samuel's going to get clouded up, and I think their run game is going to get stopped by this Packers defense. Like they've seen better running backs in the North than Chris Rodriguez or old man Austin Eckler or anyone like that. So I'm going Packers on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers as well. They to me, I think they're in the honeymoon phase, right? They're going to do some really good things in these next few weeks that make people remind them why they've been the king of the NFC North for so long. So they'll find out. Quick aside, so Chris, I seen your comment. Yeah, man. New England looked better at times, especially in the first half, man. But the second half, they just forgot to play football, to be honest. Drake May was not good Sunday. I'm not moved by 30 or 46 or whatever for 287. Not moved by it. Like I said, last year we would have been moved by it because the expectation was low. That's not the case now. So those are pedestrian numbers to me.
But Rashawn, last year, Gerard Mayo won his first game. Right. Oh, wait a minute. He lost
right. Which is
after that. Oh, my God. I forgot. He never won playoff games like Mike Vrabel. All I can say is Jet Sweep Josh has returned.
Yeah, I mean he got cute, but it is what it is. So, but we'll get into more of that when we come back next week. But let's get into the rest of the week 2 picks. So starting with the 1:00 slate, we got Cleveland versus Baltimore. This is a 1-2-3. This is a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 Baltimore. We got the fast starting. Cincinnati Bengals. They're now 1-0. Got their win. They eked out a win against Cleveland last week, but Jacksonville looked good though. So who you got in the battle of the cats?
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Jacksonville.
Well, see, Trevor Lawrence looked okay Sunday. He looked pretty good. Sometimes a lot. Well, not sometimes. People have completely fell off the bandwagon with him. Like he don't get no love.
Love. When you get drafted and you hear, oh, he's a generational talent like Peyton Manning, and you don't play like much, no one will ever, but you don't play up to that status of a number 1 overall pick. I mean, things are gonna happen. And you fleeced them with the check stealing. You signed that big deal. You're getting $55 million. So yeah, you kind of have to win more games than lose them.
Check stealer, shout out to Shay on that one. Oh my God, check stealer. Yeah, that could have been a different name too. But we might bring that back as a segment. Like who's out here check stealing for 2025? So
there you go.
We can do that towards the end of the season. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I've been high on Joe Burrow since he got into the league. Obviously him, Chase, and Higgins. I love that trio. I know they got the Hendrickson deal done too. So, maybe this is the year they finally start off fast and they start going crazy, on the league. So, I got Cincinnati winning that one. So next we got the G-Men heading down to Jerry World to face the Cowboys. So it's division rival. Both teams 0-1 though. Who you got?
Listen, I gotta find out what episode it was. I was with Shay for That's My Sports, and I picked Dallas once in my life, and I threw up afterwards. So I can't do that. It's got to be the Giants. Yeah, I know we're probably gonna lose, but I gotta go Giants.
So how soon do you go to Jackson Dart if Russell Wilson doesn't perform?
2026.
2026. So regardless, don't matter. So
we got this guy eating them doves. We got famous Jameis.
Yeah, listen. I hope so. Hey man, we put BTA. He said we put. Hey, we gonna see if it's BTA. We gonna see. I don't know, man. You better hope so. You better hope so. It's BTA, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Dallas just by default, man. But I hope that y'all win. Because there are games that I will pick the Giants. I just don't think they win on Sunday. So now my team next up on the 1:00 slate, we got New England going down to Miami.
That's a 1-2-3.
Okay, 1-2-3. What? 1-2-3.
New England. That's New England.
Listen, I totally expect Miami to get back on track a little bit offensively against us, because that's just what it's been down there historically. But yeah, to me, if Gonzo's not back, like I said, I'm out on Carl Davis until he showed me something different already. I thought he was not. He had one good play on Sunday, but he was not that good overall. And you can't get torched by Trey Turner. What do you think is going to happen against Jalen Waller? So I just, to me, that blew my mind. So, but sure, by default, we can say New England wins. They basically got it as a pick 'em though, because the Dolphins are a 1.5 point favorite. So it's basically a pick 'em. So they both think teams suck, and they do. So, next we got the Bears and Lions. Oh my, this should be a 1-2-3 though.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is Bears.
I thought a 1-2-3. I think Chicago wins.
That's a 1-2-3. I think it's Chicago. Caleb Williams, even though he lost, he looked strong against the Vikings. And the only thing was that Brian Flores was playing chess and not checkers with him. That was the problem.
Right. But I hate with his I hate what happened with him at the end of that game, because we're looking at his game differently if he hit DJ Moore on that touchdown, because DJ Moore was wide open. And Troy Aikman gave great analysis on how he was looking in the flat and the flat wasn't there. But because he saw him so late, he overthrew him. But that's been the theme since training camp, right? Where a guy is wide open on a crosser or a seam route or whatever, and dude gets missed. They ran a flat, and then he basically ran up and out, or in and out, up and out, and I was like, he caught it. Well, they call it sluggo, I think sluggo. But I was like, wow. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I think Chicago goes in there and beats Detroit, just to kind of get the ball, not the ball, but get some Dan Campbell stirrings down there, for sure. So next we have the San Francisco versus New Orleans.
1, 2, 3.
San Francisco.
We're going mining, boys.
Well mining, right? So this is a 1-2-3 for me as well. I just think it's not going to be a blowout because of how they played last week. But Bills versus Jets. 1, 2, 3. Buffalo.
Yeah,
I
want to say the Jets, but that defense gave it up 34 to the Steelers. It doesn't make me confident with Josh Allen.
Yeah, well, we're going to see. So we got 2 more games. So we got Seattle versus Pittsburgh. I'm gonna roll with Pittsburgh here. I think that Seattle would be lucky to score 17 on the road. I'm not sure if you can get 2 back-to-back good seasons from Sam Darnold. I'm not sure, even though I thought that he was really good last year. But everybody has that year.
And I like Scott Turner, but he's not his dad.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not Scott Turner. It's Clint Kubiak. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's not like Gary Kubiak. So I gotta go with the Steelers. And they got Jabril Peppers coming in.
Yeah. So I'm riding with them. So and then last game on the 1 o'clock slate, we got LA versus Tennessee, or LA Rams versus Tennessee. That's a 1-2-3 as well. 1-2-3 Los Angeles
Rams.
And I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. My Cardinals 1-0, baby.
Listen, don't get on that train. I told you that happened to me 3 years ago. That happened to me, and they didn't do anything. I lost the division actually when I said that year. Yeah,
coming out the gate swinging. But listen, Arizona should win this game. I mean, I thought that Bryce Young may have turned the corner. It didn't show in week 1, and maybe he has a better game this week, but they're not doing it out there. Except McMillan had a nice opening game though. I think he had 5 for 68. So he looked pretty good in his opening game. So, but once teams realize that he is their biggest threat, literally, he's like 6'5", they'll probably be more cautious of him. So But good start for him. So now next we have the Peyton Manning Bowl. Broncos versus Colts. I'm on a bandwagon for another week. I'm going with Indianapolis.
This is where you see Daniel Jones's big eyes. So yeah, I'm going Broncos. That defense is looking sharp.
So he's gonna turn to Richey Caldwell.
Oh yeah.
And then I can't believe this wasn't an 8:00 game. I don't understand how they didn't flex this already, even in week 2. But we get a Super Bowl matchup. We get the Eagles versus the Chiefs, and it's at Kansas City, so it's at Arrowhead. I don't see them letting the Chiefs go 0-2. So no way.
I'm gonna go Eagles, just because you do lose Xavier Worthy. Hollywood Brown had his welcome to the Chiefs moment with them in the first week, but it just, I don't know, man. There's so much on that Eagles defense. It's literally the Georgia Eagles. Mm-hmm. And they, like I said last week, they picked up Zadarius Smith, which is a good depth piece. So I gotta go Eagles on this one.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I go KC. And then last but not least, on Sunday night. Oh no, we got one more for Monday Night Football. We got 2 games on Monday actually. So we got the Kirk Cousins Bowl, Falcons versus Vikings.
Vikings easily.
Yes, throw up the skull. Yeah, because they're about 4-point favorites, so I think that's that's about right. Atlanta just doesn't have enough.
Plus Drake London might be out for this game. If you saw how
right, but Atlanta don't have enough dollars in the fight. Laugh out loud on that one. So last 2 games on Monday night. So we got Buccaneers versus Texans, and then we got the Chargers versus Raiders.
Let me go Chargers over the Raiders. It's going to be a close one. And then give me – man, this one's freaking tough. Give me Tampa over the Texans.
Yep, I'm gonna go Chargers and then Houston. I think that D'Amico Ryan's got to figure it out down there. And I like Baker, but I feel like they always they've been losing week 2 after they've won week 1 the last 5 years. But I feel like they always lose week 2. In these last 2 years. So I think a couple of years ago they went 2-0, but outside of that, that was the outlier. But yeah, Houston and then LA for sure. So that rounds it up for the week 2 pick. So any final words before we get up out of here?
Yeah. For every Giants fan that's talking about Jackson Dart starting, can we not destroy another quarterback? Can we let him sit for a year and go with famous Jameis? So that's my thing. And also too, it's week 2, so everyone's overreacting about a lot of things going on in the NFL. It's week 2. We'll be all right. And as always, black people matter.
Yeah, listen. I got the same premise over here, right? Patriots fans, calm down. I mean, we could be mad, but this team wasn't going 17-0, right? So sit back, let them develop as a team, let them get better, and just kind of see where they can go. But more importantly, hopefully they just continue to grow in all facets of their game. Because it's needed, real bad. We've been waiting for a team to do something up here outside of the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta figure it out. But yeah, as always, Black Lives Matter, not just when it's convenient for you. So he's Aaron Cass. I'm Hollywood Ray Sean Buchanan. Until next time, we'll see you on Fake Football Analysts. Peace.